After his vetting yesterday, the sports minister has been speaking. First of all, this morning with Sporty FM, he spoke about a plethora of things, including the fact that Otto Addo's future was not discussed with the government transition team on sport. It looks like it's a decision that was taken solely by the FA. We'll have a look at what he had to say concerning that. We'll also talk about the Black Stars technical team. He touched on that as well, talking about the fact that the Black Stars technical team and the new technical advisor shouldn't have cost us that much to be paying him. $65,000 is the reported amounts that we are paying the technical advisor and technical director of the Ghana Football Association. And the sports minister, who probably will be the ones to pay him, are of the opinion that it is a bit too hefty. If we could have gotten a local option or something quite on the lower end, it would have been better. However, Fred Archie has come in with a rebuttal, saying the work of the technical advisor is so important. If government cannot pay, the FA would pay. The FA can pay for a lot of things. Well, we'll look at all that today. So you don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. We'll jump right into it and first talk about the sports minister, who in an interview today with Sporty FM talked about a plethora of things, including the future of Otto Addo. Now, according to him, Otto Addo's future was not discussed with the transitional team for sports, the government transitional team for sports. And it looks like the FA took that decision all on their own. Now, speaking to Sporty FM, he viewed that none of the officials handling sports-related matters in the transitional team had informed him of any discussions with the FA regarding Otto Addo's stay or potential changes to the technical team. This is what he said. None of the people working in the sports-related areas of the transitional team has indicated to me their involvement, or that they indicated to me their involvement, or that they have been approached by the GFA school on Otto Addo stay or not stay, or any additions being made to the technical team. His comments come amid uncertainty over Otto Addo's long-term role as Black Stars coach, following Ghana's poor performance in the 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifiers, which has seen us not qualify for it. It became a topical issue. Should Otto Addo go or stay? It looks like the FA wanted him to stay, and they made him stay and just let go of his second assistant, Joseph Lauman. Lauman has left the post and has replaced by Desmond Ofei. We've now gotten a team psychologist. We've got in now a technical advisor or director, whichever way you want to put it. And it's a new technical team. It's a new way forward. Not new per se, but change in some personnel. And many have questioned whether it is quite appropriate. With the sports minister indicating he's not aware of anything, it begs the question, who are those that sanction this? Is this the government that's going to pay? Well, Fred Archie says the role of the technical advisor is quite important, that they would probably foot it if the government has issues with it, which is quite strange for me. The FA hardly ever say this. Whether Fred Archie is saying this on behalf of the FA, he's not the spokesperson, quite, so I cannot relate it to him, or whether he's saying it from his point of view, we'll have to confirm that. But clearly, it shows that there is something up in there with this appointment of the new technical team and the new technical advisor. It's quite clear that we have an FA which is not in tandem with the sports ministry, because the new sports minister not being aware of this is quite odd. He talked about the technical team appointment. He says the new faces in the technical team are German Winfred Schaefer as the technical director of football. Additionally, Desmond Ofei has come in. A team psychologist is also in there, along with a chief video analyst. Now, despite the announcement, Mr. Adams, speaking in an interview, said the decision to announce members onto the technical team will be reviewed for good reasons. We will review the GFA's new appointment onto the Black Stars technical team. This will be my first engagement with the GFA. Can we get a cheaper option than Winfred Schaefer? Can we pay him less, or does his contract allow for a review? We will look at all that. After failing to qualify for the AFCON, Otto Addo who signed a 3-year deal with the FA, has come under a lot of heat. And I have to say, if the FA were expecting the government to pay, why not do the right thing and involve them in the decision making? Now the coaches has been announced, the positions have been announced publicly. Everyone knows who is getting where and all that. How would it look like if it is altered in some way? How would it look like if it is changed? I don't know. I don't know. It looks like the Nigeria situation where the IFA did not get everything going before they announced the new head coach. It's quite weird to me, but that is it. He says it will be reviewed. Can we get someone's cheaper? Can we get a cheaper option? He's looking to cut down costs for the government. We are not in a good place right now, and he's looking to do the right thing by the government. We'll see how that one unfolds, but clearly the future of Otto Addo is something that was not discussed with them. So the FA took a decision on their own, as was said by Odro Safo yesterday in that video I brought you. No one is going to force them to sack Otto Addo. Otto Addo's future is for the long term. They were forced to sack a coach like Minovan Rajabak. The public pressure was too much. They had to let him go. They will not do that with Otto Addo. They want to give him a chance to redeem himself in the World Cup qualifiers. And whether he can do that, the onus is on Otto. He has started making calls to players in their various clubs, started reaching out to them, and we'll see about that. He also touched on the fact that we did not make it to the AFCON. He spoke about the NSA and steps to make the NSA much more better and efficient. It's clear that the NSA is not doing their work well, and as a government agency, they will look to make them more efficient. On the Black Stars not qualifying for the AFCON, he said it doesn't speak well that the African continent will meet for a football competition and Ghana is in there. After failing to qualify for the African Cup of Nations, the Black Stars will now turn the alternatives to the World Cup qualifiers next year. He also spoke about the fact that players had expressed concerns to him about Otto Addo, and they are, I wouldn't call it a failure, Otto Addo, and their reservations in working with him. He said this on Sporty FM that some players had reached out to him, a couple of them, and they had doubts about if they could possibly work together with Otto Addo. Hope these issues are resolved. We need the boys together in tandem on song, getting the job done and helping us get over the line in the World Cup qualifiers. It's imperative we make it to that World Cup. It's so important. And I hope the boys there get the job done. Hopefully in March it begins. 2 games, and we'll be left with 4 games after that. 6 games to go to find out if we'll be at the next World Cup. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on everything. The future of Otto Addo has been called into question by the sports minister. He was not consulted, neither was the transition team on sports. He also talked about the fact that Schaefer is probably an expensive option, and he will deliberate with the FA. Can we get a better option? Can we get a cheaper option? Can we reduce his salary? Is it up for review? A lot of questions need to be ironed out. But let me know your thoughts in the comments box. Are you confident with the sports minister? Are you confident with the next few years in the World Cup qualifiers? Thoughts in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your weekend.